Top 50 players set to enter free agency in the NFL. So let's just scroll through these players here, take a look at them, and maybe talk about where they might go. Maybe they're going to get that classic old franchise tag. That's a little confusing.
Yeah,
but
the player doesn't have to accept it either.
Right.
They could still go anywhere. So here's the top 50 free agents. Lamar has to be one. Totally agree here.
Yep. Lamar, number one.
I think the question for all these guys is, do they re-sign? Because that's the most likely scenario for a lot of people is they just re-sign with the team.
Yeah, we should kind of ask that every time. Does Lamar Jackson sign to the Ravens again?
I don't think so. I don't. They neglected their wide receiver position. This article mentions that. They did. He's got an XFL wide receiver room. You clearly are not sitting there building around your quarterback, or at least not proving to your quarterback that you are when you do that.
Yeah.
And you go ahead and pay Roquan Smith $20 million. So you've got $20 million, but you're not going to sign a wide receiver. You're going to stick him there with Rashad Bateman.
Right.
And name another Ravens receiver. Devin Duvernay. That took me a while. I literally do this all day, every day. That took me a hot second. Let's name one more. Devin Duvernay, Rashad Bateman. One more Ravens wide receiver. I couldn't do it. Let me see. What is the chat saying? Deshaun Jackson? Bro, he's a billion years old.
Yeah.
Lamar does not have the wide receivers.
Lamar does not stay at the Ravens. He goes to the
New York Jets.
Jets. That would be nasty.
There's a team with a ton of threats at wide receiver who are only getting better.
That would be nasty.
I'd love to have Elijah Moore and Garrett Wilson.
Then what? Does Zach Wilson stay there and just to talk shit?
Well, he said whoever comes, he's going to make their life living hell. I'd love to see Zach Wilson try and compete with Lamar Jackson out there.
Yeah.
Classic.
Number 2 on the list, Gino Smith.
I totally think.
I see him staying, I think.
I think he stays, 100%. Yeah, I mean, I don't think Seattle sees Gino as their guy over the next 5 years. I mean, he's pretty old already, too. But keep him.
Just sign him to a little 2-year, 3-year.
Yeah, keep winning games. Keep the fans excited. Maybe another playoff push. And then either draft a young guy or pick someone up in free agency when you're ready for Gino to step down. I think best case scenario for Seattle Seahawks is they draft a good quarterback and he just sits under Gino and watches him play.
Yeah.
Just like watches Gino play and comes in if he has to late in games, get him some experience. So when he's ready to take over the helm, he's really ready. And he doesn't just kind of get thrown in there.
Stetson Bennett.
You love Stetson Bennett. Chase needs a Stetson Bennett jersey.
He's just built like me. Tom Brady, number 3 coming in here. Top 3 are quarterbacks, of course.
I don't know. Everyone thinks he goes to the Raiders.
I just don't see why. I get there. Remember, someone did say that the Raiders, like, offensive coordinator was his old offensive coordinator or something. I remember someone saying that.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I don't know why you go there. What, you have Devontae Adams and
I really don't.
That Collins dude to throw to? Like,
his company is in Vegas. Interesting.
That's why.
I don't know. I think he retires. I get that he's a free agent, but I would say he retires.
Yeah, I really don't know what he does, honestly.
Javon Hargrave is a free agent. Javon Hargrave is a savage. That's a really good free agent.
Darren Waller? Yeah, that's who I was thinking of.
Javon Hargrave is really, really, really good. Yeah, Hargrave's 92.2 pass rush grade trails only Aaron Donald and Chris Jones to the position. I would totally agree with that. I'd say he's the 3rd best D-tackle in the league. I think it'd be Aaron Donald, then Chris Jones, then Javon Hargrave. And if Aaron Donald's gone, that makes him the 2nd best. He'll be 30 years old for the 2023 season. It's hard for me to say. I don't know what teams need a D-tackle, and I always picture Javon Hargrave as an Eagle. So
I think it'd be so hard to leave a team that you just made such a fat playoff push, maybe even play in the Super Bowl, maybe even win the Super Bowl.
Am I being serious top 3? Yes, I'm being serious top 3.
We gotta think too. We gotta take into like other factors rather than just looking at it from like playing the game, like where you live, you know, where your family wants to go if you got kids, and then you gotta enroll them in new schools or whatnot. Like, there's life outside of football, and I think a lot of people don't even think about that. They just think, "Oh, this dude's gonna."
He would be good in my Madden franchise, so he'll probably go to that team in real life.
Yeah. Here's a good one: Jesse Bates with the Bengals.
Wow, he's a free agent.
Wow. Yeah.
I think it is an easy re-sign when you're playing for a really good team.
Exactly. That's what I was.
When you
that's
make
what I was
an
kind of
AFC
saying with him. And
Yeah,
the Eagles,
Hargrave and Bates. I mean, there's a chance both these guys go to the Super Bowl. It's pretty hard to jump ship after almost winning a Super Bowl. So I could see both of them re-signing with their teams. I couldn't. There's no reason I'd say this would change. Jamel Dean, on the other hand,
there's a lot of Buccaneers, dude. You just had Tom Brady,
Jamel Dean, Levante David's getting old, bro.
3 in the top 10 right there.
Wow, how old is he? Levante David, I couldn't tell you, but I don't think he'd be with Tampa Bay. I think this is kind of, it's funny because of the Buccaneers, and they got that big ship as their logo. I think a lot of Buccaneers would jump ship. I can see Jamel Dean. I think it's probably a deflating year if you're a Tampa Bay Buccaneer. Like, Brady's kind of on his way out, potentially. Yeah. That, like, you just kind of got smacked around by the fucking Cowboys.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think you see a bright future. So I think if there are players that are going to jump ship and take a bag, here's a guy who's going to take a bag in free agency. Levante David. Levante David might have a year or two left of football in him. He's just trying to secure, a quick 5, 6, 7 mil for a 1 year, take it and go. Kind of like, Von Miller's bouncing around places. I can see Levante David doing that. I know less about Jamel Dean, so I couldn't really say on Jamel Dean. Jacoby Myers, if I'm Jacoby Myers, I need to go to an offense that throws to their wide receivers more, throws downfield, can prove that he's good. Jacoby Myers is definitely really frustrated. Was Jacoby Myers the guy they took over A.J. Brown or over Justin Jefferson?
Number 9 coming in, offensive tackle, Mike McGlinchey?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you guys. The Casual is going to really come out here. My free agency knowledge is going to be about 0.
I mean, some of these like offensive linemen, not sure.
Let's just keep scrolling through them, and if anybody sticks out, I'll let you know.
Just
so
for
Orlando
an example
Brown,
on this, though, it'd be so hard to leave a team like the 49ers, in my opinion.
Yeah,
just thinking about like living in a beautiful weather, you're on a really good team. Like, what else could you ask for?
Right.
Unless your coaching staff is ass.
Just keep going. There's Orlando Brown, Darren Payne, David Long, Josh Jacobs, a free agent.
Josh Jacobs, bro. Imagine they lose Josh Jacobs, Derek Carr, and Devontae Adams.
I don't think they lose Devontae Adams, but this is crazy.
And Saquon. Look at these two. Woo! 2, number 13 and 14.
I don't think either goes anywhere else. I think there's probably a couple of reasons you leave in free agency. One's for a massive contract that your team won't give you, or 2 is because you're not getting the opportunities that you believe you should. I don't think that's true for either. I think Josh Jacobs got more than enough opportunities. Josh Jacobs is the best running back in the league this year.
Yeah.
And Saquon Barkley is pretty close to that. So I think both of them stay. I think both of them are very happy with their role in the scheme, whether or not their team is winning Super Bowls.
There's chat saying, some people are saying Josh is gone. He wants out. Josh already said he wants out.
You think Josh Jacobs gone if he knows what's good for him?
And then someone just said Jacobs wants to stay.
Oh, yeah, chat. Look at this. Is a classic chat moment. Yeah. Josh already said he wants out. Jacob said he wants to stay. Oh, okay, guys. Thanks, chat. Fuck out of here. I think Josh Jacobs and Saquon stay. Dalvin Tomlinson. He's a D tackle for the Vikings, right? I couldn't tell you much about him. Brad Berry couldn't tell you. Cam Sutton, Pat Pete. Pat Pete's getting old, man. I think Pat Pete would take a bag from somebody else in free agency, and it's probably not the Minnesota Vikings. Jordan Poyer is getting old. If he re-signs, it'd be with the Bills. Draymond Jones.
I don't know.
Schultz, really?
Huh.
I don't know. I don't know where he would go. I just view him as such a Cowboy.
Yeah, I see him staying, but I guess you
we'll
never
see.
know.
Davenport is going to the Bears. Marcus Davenport. I believe that was already announced. Marcus Davenport is going to the Bears.
Zach Allen.
Don't know shit.
TJ Edwards.
TJ Edwards.
Tremaine Edmonds.
Ooh, he's good. I like him. He's in the franchise, bro. He's our middle linebacker in the franchise.
Jadeveon Clowney. Jonathan Jones. Sean C. Gardner-Johnson.
Damn, there's a lot of free agents.
Yeah, there is.
Jermaine Pratt, a Bengal. Ben Powers is a solid guard. Sam Malo is a solid guard. Juju's a free agent, right? Juju. He signed a 1 year. I hope he signs with the Chiefs again.
Yeah, I do.
I hope he does.
That'd be cool.
Mike Gesicki. Oh, that's hard to not see him as a Dolphin. Juwan Taylor, Bobby Okereke. Okereke is really good. I hope he ends up with a good team. I don't want to see him as a Colt, but I don't know where he would go. Melvin Ingram, the edge rusher. He's getting older, but he's still good. Justin Houston's old.
Just like starting to realize, like, gosh, you got a lot. You just are constantly dealing with like trying to keep players on your team, you know?
Dude, managing.
I'm just seeing like a lot of
bad.
There's a lot of Cowboys. I've seen quite a few Eagles. Like, holy crap, you got a lot to do when you're trying to keep players on your team.
Bears signed Davenport and maybe Hargrave. Damn, if they got Hargrave, that'd be something.
Ooh.
Trade with Colts for Pittman.
Yep. Pollard right here, number 45. Think he stays though.
Pollard slowly but surely ate into Ezekiel. I think the Cowboys re-sign him. He's their guy.
Yeah.
I'd be frustrated if I was Pollard and I re-signed and Zeke was still getting snaps. Though Zeke's ass.
Mark Peters and Evan Ingram to finish it off here.
Evan Ingram's better than people give him credit for. He just sucked down the Giants. He was pretty damn good for the Jaguars here. All right, top 50 free agents. I like it.